It's the CFM Morning Crew, Davina, Mak and Kenny, joined by Taylor Henderson. Morning.
Good morning.
You're doing well.
I like to think so. I hope so.
You are. You're totally doing well.
Are you surprised that you're being played so much on the radio at the moment?
It's kind of weird, isn't it? I just think, when my voice comes on the radio, I think, oh, get that.
Yeah,
Get that bloke from the X Factor off the radio. No.
But I suppose you've done that thing so many times as well. You would have been take after take in the studio. I think by the end of it, you're just like, look, I've created the child, now you raise it.
No, honestly, we were only I was given just under 2 hours to record this song.
Really?
So, yeah, it was a bit, you
Wow.
think, it goes for 3 minutes, so you think 2 hours is a lot of time, but the thing is, it could potentially be my first single, so you want to make sure it's right.
Yeah.
And I know people have spent, they've spent weeks and weeks and just to record one song. So I literally had to get in there. I did a couple of takes and I had to walk out. And I'm freaking out because I'm thinking, I've got no idea. I'm thinking, I hope that's okay. I hope it's all right. But
It's a very catchy song.
I'm here now doing an interview with you guys about the single, so it's all good. It must have went well.
Were you pretty stoked that you got to do the single? Because normally it's just the winner, isn't it?
I know what you mean. Normally it's a bit torn sometimes. The winner gets to release something, and later on potentially someone could bring out a song. But I think I gently said my opinion, and I just wanted to share my vision. I guess I had a lot of people wanting some music from me, and I said to the label, I said, how would you feel if we brought something out? But they were already all over it. They sort of said,
Cool.
yeah, let's go for it. So here I am now, man. It's all good.
That's great. Well, I'm glad you didn't win. I'm going to say that, okay?
Okay, why's that?
Because you promised everyone in Australia $50 if you won.
I did, didn't I?
And that would be $1,150,000,000.
Holy,
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, you'd be working for a long time for
I
nothing.
know.
So it was very lucky that you didn't win, Taylor.
Thank goodness, because if I won, oh man, jeez, that would have been terrible.
So how's your dad with this whole thing? Because if you don't remember the background of Taylor, he and his dad were on Australia's Got Talent. How long ago, Taylor?
Yeah, we were on in 2010, so nearly 4 years ago.
Yeah. And then Brian McFadden said, I think you should try something separate.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, how's your dad with it all?
Yeah, he's good. I mean, the thing is, because on Australia's Got Talent, we got split up as a duo, and we went through the show as individual acts. Dad ended up finishing runner-up, and he ended up getting an album out of it, and he got signed to an independent label, but I got nothing.
Yeah,
I was just tagging along for the ride with Dad. So, and I think that was a risky situation with going on X Factor. I was a bit worried, and I didn't know what to do, but really Dad was the one who really pushed me because he'd sort of had a bit of a taste of the life, and he said, I'm 20 now, but back then I was a boy. I was only 16, and I didn't even know what I wanted to do. But Dad's been going good. He's got an album coming out. He's got one, so he's but not only that, he's still on side. He's still working as a tradie. He's got his own business, so he's killing it.
Oh, good stuff.
As a contestant, Taylor, how much inside information do you actually have with, how you guys are travelling on the show? Because as a viewer watching it, there were weeks on end, man, where we didn't know if you were going to make it. We were like, sitting on the edge of our couches thinking to ourselves, they really made out that Taylor's performance wasn't that good this week. We don't know if he's going to get eliminated or not. Did you ever feel as though it's like, oh man, I really am going to lose it, or... How did it go?
Because the thing is, when those things get played, it's not just Australia that watches it. Like, I watch it as well. Like, I see and I think, oh man, was it really that bad? I'm thinking, oh my gosh, so it's hard because I watch and I think, oh no, I'm going to get booted off or something.
Yeah.
So, it is daunting because you stand up there and it's not just that, but it's from social media and you hear all these things and you think, yep, I'm gone, I'm out. I'm leaving the competition, but no, sometimes it worked. I kept getting through, and here I am now.
Total pressure cooker, that show. I think you learnt to handle your nerves by the end of it, but it did get you at times, didn't it?
Oh man, I was a nervous wreck. Oh my goodness.
I was going to say, there was a part where you had to perform a cover of Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah, was that just your worst nightmare?
Oh, well, the thing, when Rona gave it to me, it was a bit for any bloke, help me out, for any bloke who's to go, you have to sing. Regardless, I have to sing. At the end of the day, I have to go live to Australia and sing Girls Just Want to Have Fun. So, that's a little daunting for any bloke. But, I came up with my own arrangement, and it was completely different to the original, but without taking away from, the originality of, Cyndi Lauper, I did my own style of the song.
Yeah.
But it's on my album now, and people love it, though, because
I love it.
It's very acoustic, so it's very different.
Yeah, it's an interesting choice, but it's always, songs like that are the party favourites.
It's weird how it works out like that, isn't it?
Now, how did you go with Ronan? Because it seemed like at times you guys were butting heads.
Ronan and I, we're both just very passionate.
Mm.
And sometimes that comes with that is, we had a different decision on a couple of things, but it just paid off in the end because I think he really understood me more and I understood him, what he wanted, and he had some great advice and he really guided me in ways that I thought, are you kidding me? But it ended up working and he was really good. I really owe him that.
Did you ever do Ronan impersonations while you were out the back practicing?
Of course. Are you kidding me? We all did.
It's amazing.
Can speak right to my heart. Yeah, oh
I cannot believe that's the way you're going to sing that song. Thought really to yourself.
You want to be tough.
Come on, man.
We've worked hard this week, Taylor, but it's going to be tough. No, I'm not too sure. I'm pretty bad at it, actually.
That's good. But did he enjoy it? It seems like he's got a good sense of humour.
He is. He's got a very dry sense of humour. So it's funny, there'll be times when he's up for a laugh, but other times he's very just business-minded, and if you crack a joke, he just sort of brushes it off. You think, yep, that's awkward. No worries, moving on.
Now, something that might also have been awkward for you, I'm not sure, was meeting the One Direction boys. Did you end up having a beer with them?
Did I end up having a beer with them? No, man. They're very, when I got to meet them, they're just lads. They're just boys. They're pretty, they're
down to earth,
I'm sure they love having a drink and stuff, but I was at X Factor, they had a performance to do, so we didn't get to, sort of hang out too much. But
sure.
They were good with all of us. Really, honestly, they're probably one of the only acts who really had the chance to talk with us, which is quite ironic because you think they're the biggest band in the world. So they really made an effort to come in and see us, and they were great.
You obviously love your guitars. Has anybody hit you up about sponsorship yet?
Oh, that's a really good question. No one's ever asked that question before. I think that I've had a few sort of offers, but the hard thing is, my guitar that I play on the show, and I've always had, the brand is actually called Taylor.
Yep, the American one. Yep.
So we're trying to strike up a bit of a deal. We're thinking, because I really want to get a new guitar, and so Taylor and Taylor, maybe it could work, something like that. So
it could
definitely.
Yeah, and with the way the single's been going, and the album's #1 now, so maybe they might be interested. So we'll have to. Yeah. And I might need a bit of help. Maybe you guys could help me out or something.
Yeah, shoot them an email. I reckon you call it the TH Special.
The TH Special. I like your style, mate. I like it. I'm liking it.
I just want to know, Taylor, when you were working with Jai and it was getting down to the final 3 with Dami, did you get much one-on-one time with Ronan to try and help push you forward to win the competition, or was it a little bit limited because there was two contestants with one mentor?
Mate, these are the best questions I think I've ever been asked in an interview. These are I've never had. These are great questions. I think. I know what you mean. It's a bit hard for Ronan because he's torn because he's got 2 contestants to deal with, and obviously wants us both to get through. But what happens is I'll go into one session where I'll go and sing my song, and he really tries and gets the best out of me that he could possibly can. And then once he feels he's done that, and then Jai will come in and sing his song, and then he'll this is during the rehearsals and. So he just gets the best out of what we're both capable of, because we're both very different. I mean, Jai's 14, I'm 20, so, we're in very different ball pockets, so yeah.
Definitely. Mate, it's been great chatting with you. Thank you very much for catching up with us, Taylor. Good luck with it all.
No, not a problem, you guys. Really appreciate it. Thanks for having me.